What's up, everybody? You're watching the latest episode of TalkBox on the web, presented by SoundTribeTV. My name is Stews, and these are my co-hosts, Junitry, Mike, and Jen.
Yep.
Now, in the past, TalkBox has been a way of letting you know what noteworthy things have gone on in the music world in the past month. But this month, we want to do something a little bit different. We started in September making playlists for all the songs that we had posted on our blog. We made a playlist on SoundCloud and YouTube, so that you could go straight to that playlist and listen to all the songs without having to go through all the posts. Now, moving forward, we want to choose 8 songs from those playlists and narrow that down to what we think is the best song of the month. So each of us pick 2 songs, and then we go through in a sort of World Cup type bracket and break down which songs that we think are the best. So we're going to be drawing from our playlist from September through December. Since it's the end of the year, it's kind of our year-end wrap-up. June, say what songs you picked and why you picked them.
So I picked Sand First Happens. I bumped into his live performance at the BBC Radio 1 and loved his vocal. So I just had to go with one of his songs. And the another one is Sam Smith's Money on My Mind. I don't know, I just loved the beat, and just it was funky, and I had it on constant repeat, and yeah, so I had to choose that one too.
Mike, 2 songs that you pick?
Bureaucratic, There For You. I just think it's super chill. That's really why I chose it. I mean, it was kind of different because it's just a kind of instrumental track. It's a little bit different than some of the other ones, so I knew that was kind of a long shot to to get too far, but I thought it was chill. I like it on in the background, so I went with it. And then the other one was a little bit more conventional. Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip, Thank You, which I think is just a catchy song. I think it's sad that those guys have to sign to Young Money and good music, but I like the song. So,
Jen, 2 you picked?
Picked Eminem's Rap God for the first one. I mean, Eminem has to be in the list for me, and Rap God probably not even one of his best songs. But I believe he showed us that he still remains at the top of the game, and I feel like the Rap God was worthy to be the best song of the year. And another one was the Odyssey. I saw him in the playlist a couple months ago, and I checked out his couple songs, and then I feel like he's really dope. Lyrically, it was also on point. I mean, I could relate to the song very well, so I mean, I picked his own appeal, and also another worthy song of the year.
And lastly, the 2 songs I picked: Love More, Worry Less by Bipolar Sunshine. It starts out small, and then it kind of grows into this big anthem. Sounds like it could be, one of the World Cup songs. And then the other song I picked was Waiting Game by Banks, and that song to me, incredibly produced, and it's relatable as somebody who's involved in music. So I related to that song, and I think it's dope. So I guess we can start off with Group A, Rap God versus Thank You.
I definitely believe that Eminem showed that he's still up to par and he can still rip it on the mic. But Q-Tip really killed it on this track too, and the production wise, I prefer Thank You over Rap God, so I have to go with the Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip.
I mean, the Thank You is another great song. Q-Tip can do that. I mean, Q-Tip killed it as usual, and he can do that any given day. So, but if I have to pick a song of the year for the Music World Cup, I feel like Rap God deserves a spot on the day.
I love Rap God. I love that song. To me, he's one of the best, but I think Busta Rhymes is one of the most underrated MCs out there. I mean, he's been around for 20 plus years now, and so he's put together some great stuff, and I think he doesn't get a whole lot of shine, but both guys show that they still got it. I think it's just a little bit catchier, party friendly. It just has a lot of different elements to it. So
I mean, with the Eminem, I think we talked about it on the last TalkBox about how in production and the beat wise,
right,
we felt like it was really
that Rap
not
God
so
beat
good.
Just didn't do it for me. he killed it lyrically.
It was catchy, but
yeah, I mean Eminem killed it lyrically as always, but that beat was just, I don't know. I couldn't get into it, which kind of holds the song back for me. So I vote Thank You. 3 votes that advance Thank You to the next round. So we'll move on to Group B, which was Bipolar Sunshine's Love More, Worry Less versus Sam Smith's Money on My Mind.
Sam Smith's Money on My Mind was my vote, my choice, so I have to go for that. I mean, since after I heard this single, I just kept repeating it, and I just have to go with that.
My vote was for Love More, Worry Less in this case. I kind of agree with what you said about the song. It's kind of a big song, and it just kind of stuck with me a little bit more. So
Ah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy both tracks here too, and love the soothing feelings that they have. I mean, the Love More Worry Less have. But what did it for me here is like the high pitched chorus on Money on My Mind. It just kind of threw me off. I mean, I guess they like that part, but
it's out of his vocal range.
wasn't for me, man.
Oh well.
I voted for Love More Worry Less. I mean, obviously
come
that's a song I submitted, but you know, I think realistically that chorus is out of his range a little bit, and it feels kind of forced when he's just singing. You know, it sounds like he's kind of screaming it, and I like that song. It's catchy.
Money on my mind.
Exactly. And it's catchy, but you know, and I like the song a lot, but it's just.
I understand.
All right, again, 3 votes to 1. Love More Worry Less advanced to the next round. Take it to Group C, which is There For Ya versus Own Appeal.
Own Appeal is definitely one of my favorite, songs this year, and Jim wanted to pick Odyssey's Own Appeal too, so I actually had an Own Appeal and Sanfast Happens, but I gave that song to Jin. So you know what? This is one of my top pick of the year, so Odyssey all the way.
I mean, I gotta agree, and just like he said, I mean, I wanted to pick this song for the World Cup. I mean, Therefore You was a real nice track, that fresh, but I mean, Odyssey for me here, like, just nice beat as well, and it's lyrically also a great song. I mean, maybe if another sick verse was on Therefore You, it could be different, but then Odyssey's the Own Appeal, just, I could relate to it very well. It's one of the very few songs that I posted on my own Facebook, and I think, I mean, this guy's dope.
I really like both of these songs, but I had to go with Odyssey. You know, he's rapping on it, and there's that lyrical content that just adds to it. And, rounds it out as a full song, and I would love to vote for There For You, because B-Ro's a close friend of mine, actually. But in this particular case, I got to give it to Odyssey. I've been following Odyssey for a long time. Cool to see how far he's come over the years. I remember when he was, being featured on some Little Brother tracks, and then now he's come this long way. His production's gotten better.
He's not just on point in the, lyrics, but now he proves that he's not just talented in, rapping, but he can also produce song, and he's fucking dope at it.
Yeah, Odyssey's dope. Own Appeal to hot track. But yeah, I stuck with my own entry. Yeah, I just voted for the song I picked, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was basically as far as that went.
And not to discredit that song, it's a very dope beat.
Oh well.
All right. So again, another 3 votes to 1. Odyssey passes through.
All right.
Next we have Happens versus Waiting Game.
Oh man, Happens all the way. You guys have to listen to the BBC Radio 1 live performance by Sanfa. He killed it. I fucking loved it.
I mean, I think Sanfa's really good too. I mean, I love jazz, but I mean, the bass though, man. Waiting Game, dude. Just if I just compare those 2 songs, I mean, I have to go with the Waiting Game. I mean, that bass just got me there.
I love Waiting Game, man. Like Jen said, the bass, it just hits you when, like, if you've ever been involved with another person in music, like, it's just like that song was really easy to relate to. Just that line, like, what if I never get to see you because we're both on a stage? It was relatable for me, and I love Sanfa's song, but personally, I would have picked Too Much over Happens.
What if we had a Too Much instead of Happens?
I might have picked Too Much instead.
Damn it!
All right, next round. Thank You versus Love More Worry Less.
Yeah.
We all went for Thank You. I think that's because we're all hip hop heads.
Thank You is really a great song.
Thank You is a great song. Love More Worry Less is a great song, but Thank You's just a song that makes you want to.
I mean, it's a Tribe Called Quest back with the Busta Rhymes. Like, you cannot love it.
It's a throwback. It's perfect.
It has those old school feeling, but at the same time, it's just very trendy too. I mean.
And then in C versus D, we had Own Appeal versus Waiting Game.
Own Appeal.
I was the only one who voted for Waiting Game, just to stick with the one I submitted. But I agree. Own Appeal is.
I see your point. For me, it's more. Again, it's just a matter of taste. That's more your lane with the Waiting Game. You like more of that soft stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I just feel like the own appeal is just such a like it's lyrically on point. Like anybody can relate to it, and also like what you guys been saying, production wise, it's also very very great song. Like I mean, yeah, I mean Odyssey for me here as well.
All right, so there we got it. Final round. Thank you versus Own Appeal.
Yeah, I got shut out in this one. I'm by myself in the last round.
I actually I just changed my vote. Mike and I had voted for Thank You, and Tim and Junior voted for Odyssey.
I guess Asians has more attraction to Odyssey.
It's a Korean
And
thing, I guess.
you know,
It's a Korean
I
thing,
took-
yeah.
I had to go with Odyssey in the end, just because, again, kind of like what Jin said when we were talking about between Rap God and Thank You. You know, Q-Tip and Bust, they can get on the track and make a song like Thank You 5 times over. And when Odyssey comes through and his whole tape that he put out is dope. I really respected what Odyssey did with, you know, the new music he put out this year, and I think On Appeal definitely is a solid song that I don't have a problem saying, you know, is our pick for the best song. So I had to change my vote.
I see where you're all coming from on this, but I stuck with the song that I picked. Honestly, when we see, for me anyway, these days, it seems rare to see somebody, you know, see old school guys come together, put out a song that's popular, and then that's also good, because a lot of these old guys are coming back and making songs that are just fitting in with the times. You know, I think that to blend that commercial appeal with a little bit of old school substance, you know, they're both good at what they do. But I see where you guys are going with that. I get it.
I mean, this is very arguable. Like, I can go with Thank You anytime, I feel like, too. But then, just this year's Music World Cup, if I have to pick a top song, like, I'll just go with Odyssey. That's it. But then, I mean, Thank You should be there any year, any Music World Cup that they do. I mean, Thank You is a great song. Okay.
And remember, for TalkBox, I guess we have a winner, Odyssey.
We have a winner, Odyssey, On Appeal. That's our winner.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right.
So
Moving on.
are we gonna give Odyssey? Are we gonna ship him something?
We're gonna give Odyssey a medal.
We're gonna give Odyssey a gold medal.
And we're gonna give him a blue ribbon.
SoundTribe blue ribbon. We should really do that and see if we can get a.
Yeah, send them a hoodie or something, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no way.
man. Yeah.
Video.
We should.
Getting that SoundTribe tee or SoundTribe hoodie, something.